Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery, and behind me is the Easton Newberry Sports Complex. And in this video I will take you on a tour of the entire sports complex. Of course I am here for archery because that is what I do, but we'll also be taking a look at their basketball court, their baseball fields, and the other amenities they have at this location here. This spot is coming up on 10 years since their groundbreaking for this complex was in 2008, and from my understanding the building was finished being constructed in 2009, and since this is 2019 it is reaching 10 years old. So let's go on a little walk and see how things have changed. If you want a nice blast from the past, check out my original video and tour of this facility to see how much they have added and things that have changed around the facility since then. Alright, let's start out with the Easton Newberry Sports Complex sign. This is going to be the easiest way to see this venue from the road, besides of course following your GPS. There's their number there too if you would like to call them. Of course, visiting their website is probably even easier. And from there, we start our walk down to the facility. They have a really long driveway up front, so we're going to speed through a lot of this. To the right and left side, it's pretty barren. That's not their property. That's actually been cleared by whoever owns that property. In the past, it did actually have trees, but there's nothing Easton or the Easton facility can do about that. As you can see, there's a ton of cars here already for the Gator Cup tournament. It's a USAT event, and I'm assuming when they hold soccer and baseball tournaments and things here, I'm sure it gets pretty packed for those tournaments as well, but this sports complex does have ample parking to make that happen. There's the front entrance, and I think it's about time to go and head inside. So as we walk past the handicap parking, we reach the front doors and we are greeted by beautiful air conditioning. Once we're inside, there are the bathrooms, water fountains, concession stand, and as we slowly turn, we also see the gymnasium, the archery range, and even further to the left, we see check-in, the front desk. You know, you can find out what's going on, check in for archery practice or gym use. In that gymnasium there is basketball courts, but of course we're gonna go check out the archery because that's what I do. For the archery, they have tons of bails. Normally they have this set up at 18 meters and some blank bail. For this event, for people to warm up and stuff, they just have them set up at blank bail because this is the summer season, so we are shooting outdoors at long distances, 50 to 70 meters, and yes, my experience is great here. They have great service, they're well organized, and I really do like their archery range. So let's head back out the doors here and check out the rest of this venue. So when we go outside, we have an option of going left or right. We're going to go right, and we're going to check out their dedicated archery range. At this point in time, it's being used for the tournament for the compound shooters, but during their regular hours when they're not hosting a major archery tournament, these have a variety of targets, all bails, but they're at a variety of distances. From 70 meters as close as, I would say, about 18. Of course, you could contact them for official distances and things like that. But as you can see, you get a nice metal roof over your head. If you want to shoot in the shade, you also get lighting. Now, for the tournament, of course, us archers have to shoot in the sun because the competition needs to be fair for everyone. But the spectators and the people waiting to shoot get to enjoy the shade. Of course, though, when you visit here just to practice on your own time, you can go and shoot from the shaded region of the field. All right, now we're going to walk back the other way. Some things here as we hit up this sign: laser tag, RC Park, elite baseball field, amongst other things. And we continue to the big parking lot. Well, the big dirt parking lot. We filled this up quite well at our USAT events. And I am sure this gets filled up for baseball tournaments and other things that are held here. We're going to keep walking along. Again, great signage telling you where everything's at. And we're going to walk up. You can see the baseball fields. And we're going to go and head down this way. So we're zooming in. Out in the distance, you can see there's bathroom facilities. I think there's also a concession stand built in there. The archery tournament here doesn't use those facilities, so I am not very well versed in exactly what's in that building. I know there is bathrooms. And of course, they're surrounded by baseball, softball fields. Continuing on, there is a playground that is nicely fenced in. So if you have little kiddos and you want to keep them entertained, you have somewhere to send them, and you can sit at the benches and watch them. Again, another great look at the baseball field here. They even have lights. Pretty awesome. Grass looks like it's in pretty good shape. And we're going to continue on. We're going to stop by this fit circuit here. They have a whole bunch of these, all these different stations across the entire, I guess, campus, as you would call it. And you can go in and test your strength and your flexibility on some of these different fit courses. Now, as you can see, there's a lot going on right in front of us now. Huge long canopy, tons of targets. This is the Gator Cup, or the majority of the Gator Cup. Normally, when this isn't going on, as you can see, there was football uprights. They do football. I've seen soccer here. I believe there's also lacrosse that goes on. Of course, check out Easton Newberry Sports Complex's website. Link to that in the description for other events and things that they host here. There's an RC Park right here. I believe it's under some construction or maintenance. I know they do change the track. And way off in the distance there is like the 3D and field course. All right, so that wraps up this tour of the Easton Newberry Sports Complex. Hopefully you got to see a pretty good look at the baseball field, the RC field. That is got some construction going on. The track does always change. They do offer laser tag. The field course that is in the distance that we didn't get to go and see because that could be its own video on its own just because it's so vast. You also got to see the basketball court and the indoor archery field, of course the outdoor one as well. So if you have any questions about this, I have a link in the description to the Easton Newberry Sports Complex website. Check it out. Go email them, see what they have to say. Of course, they're the ones that run this place. I am just a visitor who gets to see this place and has seen this place evolve and change over time, and I'm just trying to share it with everybody else. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and it would be really fun to do this again in 2029 and see how far out and how much change has happened to the sports complex in the next 10 years. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy shooting.